This is Zach Walker. I am doing my final project for Physics 3030, and the date is December 6th. Alright, I am doing my final project on time travel, and I'm using my handy-dandy whiteboard to help me explain this a little bit. Time travel is an idea that people are constantly wondering if possible. They're wondering what's going to happen to them in the future and if they could change the past. Well, the thing is that we are constantly time traveling. 15 seconds ago when I introduced this film, I was doing something differently than I am now, which is kind of the whole reason why we're constantly moving forward in time. Time travel is considered the fourth dimension, if you didn't already know that. But the two major key elements to quote-unquote time travel is gravity and speed. So you got gravity right there, and you got speed right there. We're going to talk about each one of these and why they are two major elements. The reason gravity changes the element of time is, for example, our Earth's gravity actually slows down time travel. And as you get farther away from the Earth and into space, time speeds up just a fraction of a second. So let's say we're here on Earth right now, and you've got a GPS, which is a global positioning satellite, orbiting around the Earth, free of its gravitational pull. We'll make this star the GPS. GPSs that are orbiting around our Earth are moving forward in time 1/3 of a billionth of a second per day, compared to us, as a stick figure of myself, that are compared to us that are on Earth. And this is because of gravitational time dilation, which is a term used to explain a slight time travel bump in our nearby world. Another example of gravity changing time, in another analogy, is that of Sagittarius A. If you theoretically were able to circle around Sagittarius A, which I am going to abbreviate as SA, and I'm going to encircle it. So that there is Sagittarius A. If you theoretically could travel around Sagittarius A for 5 years, people on Earth would have experienced a 10-year time change. So theoretically, you have just bumped into the future by 5 years. The reason this is because Sagittarius A has the mass of 4 million of our suns, which goes back to the whole perspective of gravity changing time. Now moving on to why speed can change time. As I erase this, scientists say that as you get closer and closer to the speed of light, you are slowing your body down, which means you are traveling in the future. Here's an example. Just picture yourself getting on a train at any given station in the world. And if you could hop on a train and travel at 99.99% of the speed of light, put speed of light here. We'll make this the station that we hopped on the train in, and this will be our direction for the actual train that we hopped onto. It's a good picture of a train. If you could hop on a train and travel at 99.99% the speed of light, and you stayed on this train for 1 whole year without stopping or without slowing down, the train station that you just left would have seen 223 years, which means you would have traveled in the future nearly 223 years by the time you got back to this train station 1 year. Traveling to the future happens all the time and has been proven through experiments and Einstein's theory of relativity. By using these experiments, such as these GPSs, the satellites, and such, we have been able to determine that traveling to the future is very possible. Now, a lot of times people wonder if you can travel to the past, save someone who got shot. Maybe it was a grandfather, a mother, a sister, someone who, might have died unexpectedly when they shouldn't have. However, most scientists dismiss time travel into the past in the sense of human beings and objects because it violates reality. And that is called the law of causality, which I'm going to spell that out for you. So you got the law of causality. That is why many scientists believe that you cannot travel into the past. However, some scientists do believe that if you go faster than the speed of light, because if you are going the speed of light, it theoretically stops everything around you and you are traveling so far into the future that you would go back into time. Now, yet again, this is just a theoretical thought process by only a few scientists. Warp speed technology could theoretically cheat the universal speed limit, which is the speed of light, by propelling a bubble of space-time across the universe. But even this would come to the colossal, far future energy costs and is still unrealistic. Now, with all those scientists kind of agreeing and disagreeing in the fact that time travel to the past can or cannot happen, depending on who you're talking to, one thing is for certain. If we are sitting on Earth and looking up at all those magnificent stars that are millions upon millions, and they're also thousands of light years away, at the time that the light is produced on this outer star right here, it may take up to thousands upon thousands of light years to reach us on Earth. So when we are looking up into the sky, we are technically looking back in time at that star. And with that being said, that concludes my time travel presentation. Thank you.